Hi guys, how are you today? This is Paul here, the Video Marketing CEO. I just wanted to run through what I witnessed at the weekend when I watched the tennis Grand Slam final in Australia between Rafa Nadal and Roger Federer. Now these are individual sportsmen, and I thought it would be a good idea just to run through some of the key areas which they have to employ and achieve to be ultimately successful in their sport. It's quite different as an individual sportsman to that of a group team sport. Group team sport, obviously you've got the support of fellow team members and you're a group, so you can all help each other get over the line. But as individual sportsmen, when they turn up for the job that's required, they're in the zone completely on their own. And that's exactly the same as perhaps what you're trying to achieve at home, whether it's personally or running a small business. Extremely difficult to be on top of things every day and have some of the strengths that are required, which is similar to individual sportsmen. Now, let's quickly run through what Rafa Nadal has had to achieve, not just in that 5-set match at the weekend, but he's had to employ these philosophies over a 10-year period from when he was around about 10 or 11 years old. From day one, he had to become a real technical expert in his field. He had to repetitively practice and practice and practice all the shots that are required in his game. So that's a commitment where he's had to turn up every day, he's had to go to training, he's had to take advice from people, he's had his coaches, and many people who've helped him achieve that technical expertise. Secondly, and I think this is probably more important than the technical expertise, is he's had to be completely on top of his physical health since he was 10 or 11 years old. He's had to employ every day a routine which physically gives him the strength to enable him to become an expert in the technical areas of his game. Without the physical strength, without the physical diet that's required, he hasn't got the capability to become the best in his sport. Now thirdly, and this is the key area, which basically is the difference between a champion and the person who's the runner-up, is in the 5-set match at the weekend, it was clearly evident that only in the very last few games, and this is what eventually won him the match, is that he had the mental strength to take him 100% of the way through a 5-set match. Up until that point, the last few games, he was competing against Roger Federer, and they were both equally adept on the technical aspects of the game. They were both equally physically strong, but the last few games of the match, which were the crucial parts of the match, was the mental strength that Rafa Nadal had to dig deep and use to cross the line. Now, I just want you to step back and think, am I a technical expert? Am I practicing what I'm preaching? Am I good in my field? What areas do I need to, constantly learn and constantly practice and repeat and repeat? Secondly, am I supporting myself mentally with the physical aspects of my life? If I've got a good diet, am I eating healthily every day? What bad habits am I employing with my physical life? And then thirdly, if you've on top of those two things, that will really help you out with the mental strength. So have a think about that. It was a great match to watch. I love individual sports because it's a sign of a true champion when they've had that mental strength to get themselves across the line. I hope you're really trying to do the same things in your life, and if you need any help, give me a shout. If you could subscribe to my site, I would love you to subscribe to my videos, and got some more coming later in the week, and we'll catch up with you then. All the best.